Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to say, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. That is to say, all praise to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, through the Holy Spirit, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us the truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the hopeful elect men, women, and children of Israel scattered abroad through the four corners of the earth. That's your brother Yara Donba coming back at you with what I hope to be another short yet edifying lesson. All right, and the title of this one is going to be House Divided, or A House Divided. All right. So as you can see, man, I got a notification this morning of from this YouTube video, right? And it's dated February 20th, 2024. All right, and it says breaking news: Missouri governor announces the deployment of troops, highway patrol officers to the border. All right, and if you don't understand what's been going on, man, you have pretty much Texas battling the federal government over the border crisis. All right, and the federal government is pretty much saying open up the border, and Texas is like, nah, and they pretty much Texas deployed National Guard troops, okay, to Texas deployed National Guard troops to take over the border from the U.S. Border Patrol people, all right? But now the problem is you have 24 other countries, 24 other states, right, backing up Texas in this matter, right? And 25 states backing up the federal government. And that's perfectly a house divided, man. That's perfectly a house divided. All right. And it's beautiful because we're seeing the fall of our enemy right before our very eyes, man. And how do we know that? Because Yahweh Shai said this. This is the book of Luke. Let me see, chapter 11 and verse, I start at verse 14. It says, and he was casting out a devil, and it was dumb. And it came to pass when the devil was gone out, the dumb spake, and the people wondered. But some of them said, he casteth out devils through Beelzebub, the chief of the devils. And the others, tempting him, sought of him a sign from heaven. Verse 17, but he, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house divided against a house falleth. Right? If Satan be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? Because ye say that I cast out devils through Beelzebub. And if Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your sons cast them out? Therefore ye shall be your judges. Right? So, hey, man, the point of that was, hey, he said a house divided against a house always falleth, right? Or a kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And we understand that that's what's coming to this place, man. That's what's coming to this place, man. Because this is going to lead to that civil war, which leads to this prophecy right here. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. And I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and the people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Right? They don't care what the federal government is talking about right now. They say, this is our border, man. We're going to do what we see fit. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able to. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right? So all out anarchy, man. That's what's coming to this place. And they're putting the things into motion to cause this to happen now as we speak. Okay? We see it happening. We see it happening. Again, you have 25 states rebelling against the American government when it comes to the matter of the border crisis. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, but it's beautiful because we understand that what does it say here? Let's get it. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 9. Hey, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right? So we understand the fall of this man kingdoms means the beginning of our kingdom, ruled by Yahweh Shai in righteousness, man. Ruled by Yahweh Shai in righteousness. We understand what's coming. All right? We understand it fully, man. And for that, we say, call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We almost out of here, man. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, in verse 34. It says, and of course, this is that's a background. This is the statue that Nebuchadnezzar saw of the 4 major empires that will rule on the planet, right? But I'm jumping straight to this part where it says, verse 34, thou sawest till that stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces. Then was the iron, the clay, and the brass, and the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like a chaff of the summer, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain, and filled the whole earth. So that stone that smote the image became a great mountain, or a great government, right? And that government ruled over the whole earth. Who is that representative of? It says in Daniel 2:44, it says, in the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. For as much as thou sawest that stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great power hath made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter, and the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof is sure. So this is speaking of the kingdom of Yasharallah, and that stone is Yahweh Shai, man. He's coming back to smite this place. All right, because we are in the toes. You got here, it says Rome, right? And you see the toes that was mixed with part iron, part miry clay. That's the Roman Empire revived, man, and that's where we are right now. Okay, this is Rome just revived, man. And the Lord is coming back to smite this place, man. And these people are already divided. We see these things coming into place. Hey, this is 2024, man, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. All right? So we need to be building our faith, right? And standing upon our watch and watching for these things to come to pass, man, and to warn the flock, to sound the trumpet, man. So that's what we're going to do. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. With that, I want to say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalakia. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the hopeful elect men, women, and children of Israel scattered abroad through the 4 corners of the earth, man. Shalom, Kwame Sharala. And those, if you know what I'm finna say, man. Say it with me.